teachers. Hello guys. To start off with, I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Minh and I work for Group 2. My group include 4 members, Giang, Thu, Quynh, and me. So today we are going to discuss about a prevalent trend among youngsters nowadays. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's a cohabitation. And our presentation will be divided into 4 main parts: definition, the widespread popularity, the upside and the downside of cohabitations. And our presentation also aims to share our advice to these problems, answering some kind of questions like who are more suited for this kind of living, and how, if you are going to cohabit, how to cohabit in the right way. So before our presentation starts, I shall explain a little bit about the definitions. We all know about cohabitation, maybe through our parents, maybe from the press, the televisions, from school, but what exactly it is. So, cohabitation is an arrangement where 2 people are not married but they live together. So this definition is quoted from Wikipedia. People who are cohabit, they are involved in a romantic and sexual intimate relationship on a long-term or a permanent basis. Today, cohabitation is a common pattern among people across the globe, and it has increased dramatically, and Vietnam, of course, is not an exception, as Vietnam had witnessed a considerable rise of cohabitation in the age group of 20 to 30, thanks to the social shift, where the stereotype of cohabitation is somehow altered. So from where I stand, spending more time together and convenience were likely to be the most strongly reasons behind the popularities of cohabitation. Because they usually cohabit to test their relationship before, therefore to be assured that there would be no negative communications or physical aggressions if they want to have a serious relationship or maybe married in the future. So, in the next part, we are going to touch upon the advantage side of cohabitations, and I will give the floor to my friend Giang, the next presenter.
Thank you, Minh. From the way I see it, there are 3 advantages of cohabitation. First, young adults believe cohabitation is a good way to test their relationship prior to marriage. You can't understand fully a person by 1 or 2 dates, but necessarily by a lengthy time of courtship. Living together provides a chance to get to know each other's nasty habits, their work, financial status, salary before you make the HR commitment and become a married couple. The thought is that if a couple spends some time living together before marriage, they will know whether or not the relationship can go distant before they take an extremely crucial step in their life, marriage. Another advantage of cohabitation is that it takes the pressure off a relationship. In other words, you do not have to feel like you have to get married to keep your partner happy and satisfied. There are no legal binding in a cohabitation, so no emotional suppression or concession, which make life easier, which also justify for a low level of divorce in couples who have experienced cohabitation life. Finally, when you cohabitate with someone, you generally share the bills between 2 of you. Cohabitation is appealing to a lot of couples because it takes a lot of financial burden off. while your partner can shoulder a part of expense like house renting, food supply. So there are some great benefits that cohabitation brings to couples, but it also begs the question of whether it is a perfect preparation for marriage. And with all new trends, there is always debate whether this trend is for the best. So too, she will tell you some possible risks of cohabitation.
Yes, thanks Yang for your point of view. Besides, cohabitation brings inevitable consequences. First, it's undoubted that sex in cohabitation can't be unnecessary, and this may lead to unwanted pregnancies, which can have a lot of negative bearing on both the woman, man, and the future child. Moreover, using emergency contraception is extremely harmful to women. Cohabiting couples bring to an end involving unwanted corollaries. For example, when you have already wedded and if your partner is not well-mannered enough to sympathize with your past, you will be a victim of his or her persistent criticisms. Now, in many countries, including Vietnam, the couples still suffer several social bias about cohabitation. Many families don't allow their children to have a cohabitating partner before marriage. However, many couples still make decisions to live together regardless of the inhibition from their parents. Living together gives you the opportunities to get to know one another better. You will make a more informed decision regarding marriage. If young people live together with the marriage, then the girl will have a lot of disadvantages. For example, the girl has to spend time to do everything for her boyfriend, who is not reliable to be her future husband. She will lose his youth when the boys say goodbye. As a result, it will make her disappointed in life. Some terrible deciding will be happening. So Queen, the next presenter, will give you guys some pointers regarding to cohabitation.
Thank you, Thu. So now I come to a question. Who would be more suited for this kind of living style? Yeah, we believe that students are somewhat vulnerable and fragile in terms of physical, emotional, and financial regards, so cohabitation is not encouraged. But for age group above 25 sounds a more sensible idea. Thus, you should prepare yourself about the unstable funds in case breakup, or in other words, you should be independent on many aspects regarding cohabitation, and don't let yourself too dependent on your partner and vice versa. Next, you and your partner have to consider safe contraceptive methods to both in order to cause unwanted effects. If you intend to living together with your partner, you should be consistent with your decision. Don't ever let yourself be disturbed by outdated stereotypes, because in terms of law, cohabitation is not illegal and you are entitled to do what you think is the best to cement your relationship. Because rich and long-lasting relationships come from making a strong decision of commitment. In general, cohabitation depends on your lifestyle, so you should consider carefully. We are actually all students, so preparing the knowledge regarding cohabitation is very crucial for future. So finally, we hope our presentation today will be useful for you and help you know more about cohabitation. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any other opinions, please comment below so we can discuss more about this topic later.